Good morning. My name is Lisa Fabian. I'm president of the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Julie Christina, the executive director at the Kinney Azaela Gardens.
And this is Business Over Breakfast.
Get out of bed, the business is calling, the coffee is ready. Wake up with the best, so wake up with the best. Business over breakfast with the Ocean Community. Business over breakfast with the Ocean Community.
Julie, take us on a walk through these beautiful grounds. I am so excited to be here today.
We're thrilled to have you. Thank you so much for thinking of us. Kinney Azaela Garden is a historic gem here in South County. We are a newer nonprofit, but it is a historic garden that's been here. The Kinney and Fiala families have been opening their doors and gardens literally for decades, and so it was a local thing, but now we're really trying to get the word out so that we can support this garden, keep it going for years and years to come. We're doing more with programming, we're doing more with accessibility, we're trying to preserve this historic collection, and there's just so much to see and do here.
There's a lot happening. It's deceiving. At first glance, you just think it's a gorgeous arboretum, but your educational component is strong. And you also do a lot of community events, which are really exciting and fun. And then some private events too. What are we looking at over here to our left?
So we really want the community to come and use this space. This is our pavilion and a courtyard area where you could literally come any day of the week, free, open daily, and you can have a picnic here and explore the 16 acres of gardens and grounds. Wow. There's something to find and discover around literally every corner.
And if somebody wanted to rent a space like that for a wedding or a small family event, it holds up to how many people?
Sure. So we have tables and chairs to accommodate around 60 people.
Ideal.
And we have a moongate garden, which we'll show you later. That is perfect for ceremonies. We have a lot of small lower key brides who come here and do their wedding ceremonies.
It's incredibly
baby
affordable.
Showers.
I saw
it's the best deal going in Rhode Island.
This is definitely a gem and a best kept secret.
It's really special, and it's kind of a magical place and special to so many people. And we want to continue that. We want you to get involved. You can be a member. You can come to our educational programs. You can come to our concert series. There's so much happening here, and that's so we keep this place going. It has just a lot to offer, including to nature. We have pollinator gardens, we have native plants, we have this historic collection of azaleas. We're also turning it into an arboretum, so that's very exciting.
Great place for families. Let the kids be outdoors, run around, put the computers off, come get some exercise, and just explore and get out in nature.
You could just literally come. We have a map where you can find sculptures by local artists all throughout the gardens. You can find fairy houses. You can also come to our Kids at Kinney program, which is this Friday and most Fridays for the rest of the summer.
Great.
We have school groups, homeschool groups. We really want this to be a place where kids can fall in love with nature and be stewards for the future.
Well said. As we head towards the Moongate Garden, tell us a little bit about the sculpture that you mentioned. I know there's a trail throughout the entire property, and one particular artist that's dedicated their talents.
We have an artist. His name is Sean David Barry, and he's local. He exhibits South County Art Association as well as many others. But what we have done is come up with this fun little map where you can discover his various sculptures. And they're really amazing because he uses fallen wood. We had an issue with emerald ash borer, so we lost a lot of ash trees. So he kind of helped us turn this tragic scenario into something beautiful.
Wow.
So he first chainsaws and roughs kind of the shape, and then it goes in and chisels and adds like a finish. You can check out, you can scan on each label about the artist. It's on our website as well if you'd like to come. literally daily you can come and see. And he actually usually comes on Tuesdays to do these.
I love it. So how many pieces are there through the garden? I see this is number 6.
Yeah, so there are around 20 on the map,
Wow.
but he has, beyond the pavilion, he has this little like workshop. And he came here, we didn't know kind of if he would do 1 or 5, and he's been here for a year. So we're really lucky to have this person who wants to help carry our mission forward.
Great. And I know you're always looking for volunteers and
Absolutely.
people that can get involved in supporting some of your events, some of your fundraising efforts, which are critical when you're a small nonprofit organization.
Yeah, we're building this sort of amazing community here at the garden, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. You know, you don't have to do garden work. You could just sit at the table and check people in, or you
Sure.
could read a story. We have a children's story area. We have another artist who comes every Wednesday. Her name is Jessica Schaefer, and she does painting. So she has community canvas and fun painting projects. You could help her set up, just simple things like that. So anyone who might be interested, definitely fill out the application on our website. We'd love to have you.
I saw the sign when I pulled in that you've got yoga classes.
Absolutely.
In the evening.
There's something most days. So if you ever are just looking for something unique to do this summer, check our website. Every Thursday night with Yoga with Bonnie, she's incredible. We do yoga right here in this really special
Wow.
garden. This moon gate, we set up our mats, and
this.
not only does she do sort of traditional...
Do you want to go ahead of us? I feel like you deserve to go ahead of us on this one.
pretty exceptional.
What a presentation walking
This was
through. This is magical.
a birthday gift to Tony Fiala for his 75th
Wow.
birthday.
So
Tony-
this is where you're talking about ceremonies sometimes.
We do.
taking
We have
place.
ceremonies, and we do gong bath, sound meditation.
Wow, this is so special.
And we keep making this garden, you know, building layers and layers. It was traditionally white to reflect the full moon. And behind this circle is a gorgeous pollinator border that grows. It's like 12, 13 feet high.
Wow.
And all of those plants attract butterflies, pollinators, and then it leads into our woodland trail where we have stepping stones that the kids can hop on, and the rock pile surprise. So lots of quirky and interesting things to discover here.
Now, where do your concerts take place? Because this is a new thing this
Sure,
summer, and they're
yes.
popular.
Brand new. We're really excited. We have a sponsor, which is Whalers Brewing Company. We all know and love them.
Whalers.
Local.
Thank you.
And we have a local musician whose name is Jamie Murnick, and he's helping to coordinate this really cool local singer-songwriter type series. So we have an opening act, which you don't usually see at
Sure.
these local shows. So they're local musicians, and then we have a bigger act to follow. One of them was at the Newport
Jazz Fest?
Folk Fest.
Oh,
actually.
Folk Fest, cool.
Princess June, and we just feel so honored to have this incredible lineup here at our gardens.
Now, do those take place here or at a different
It'll
section?
be up in the front courtyard area with the pavilion sort of as a backdrop, and we will cap tickets. So get your tickets in advance, because we want to make sure people have a place to park. We want to know,
Yep.
everyone feels comfortable, has a good spot. So
Tickets are
definitely
$15 or something like
and
that?
less for
Affordable.
we have affordable. Yeah, it all goes to preserve this garden.
Sure.
And fun for the kids. We'll have the Whalers products available, of course. You can bring a picnic, and it's just a great summer night out.
Oh, so you can buy Whalers products while you're
Absolutely.
here. Nice. It's not a BYO situation, right?
You
for
purchase
anything else.
for
You
Whalers.
Could you
they've
bring your
done-
own water or lemonade?
Absolutely,
or
bring a
those-
picnic. We'll
Okay.
have Cruise and Cocktails will be distributing their products.
Nice, good to know.
And they're amazing. We've worked with them before. They'll have a few other options for you.
My
And-
glasses are getting fogged.
I know, it's kind of like this muggy day, but
Yeah,
actually
but it's perfect.
the colors are really popping in this light. So
So for your evening programs, I would say bug spray probably.
definitely bring your bug spray.
Check for ticks when you get
Check
home.
for ticks when you get home.
Or before you get in the car.
Yeah, but don't let that stop you. Don't be afraid. It's
Of course.
a really fascinating place for discovery. it's even adults feel like little kids when they come here.
Well, in the background, I don't know if you can catch it on the microphones, but there's a family walking through the
Yeah.
garden, and you can hear the joyful sounds of the kids as they're finding different things along the trail, and the parents with them.
It's
that's
a really
great,
unique garden in that it's just these meandering trails and paths, and even for adults, you kind of have this sense of getting lost, which is exciting. And you know that you could still see the parking lot, so you know
Right.
you can't truly get lost. But it's just a really unique place.
and we're just seeing a tiny
Oh, a
portion
tiny
of it. It
glimpse.
goes on and on and
It
on.
does. You could wander trails for literally hours, and I'm not exaggerating. I feel like even on tours, it's hard to take the same path twice. You can really kind of come back often, and you'll notice it is a succession garden, so there's always something in bloom, even past the azalea peak, which is what we're famous for.
Yes.
Now we have these pollinators, we have goldenrod. There still are some late blooming azaleas, really incredible trees in bloom. We have shrubs in bloom, so it even smells sweet. But then
does.
there's like woodland ferns. We have lots of like mushrooms. We had a mushroom walk, just really full of discovery.
I read a lot about frogs on your website too, and
Yes.
this vernal pool.
Oh yes. So just down the way here we have a vernal pool, which this time of year might not look like much. It looks like an empty pond. But in the spring, it's a really special place. It fills every year, and we have about 9 species of wood frogs, salamanders, brine shrimp, and other species that know to return every single year, and then they sort of...
It's got its own little ecosystem
It really
right there.
is. Yeah, there's so many animals and insects that rely on places like this. And we really take that seriously. We try to plant for pollinators, and we don't spray pesticides if we can help that, and really just keep it sort of like a sanctuary.
Yeah, absolutely. And it definitely has that feel and the sound as we stand here with the
yeah, it's
beautiful
so
birds
peaceful.
chirping in the background.
So many
I feel like you're a
birds.
million miles away.
Right.
And really, we're not. I mean, from Westerly, this was a 15-minute drive. You're
Yeah.
close to URI. You go straight up Route 1. You're right around the corner.
Oh yeah, and for gardeners, if you pop into Farmer's Daughter, then come walk around the gardens,
Sure.
or if you're on a lunch break, just take a few minutes on the trails. Everyone leaves here happy. It's sort of like a mental reset,
Yeah.
Away from all the noise.
And it's not seasonal, because you have your fall equinox event, which you can talk about. You have your festival of trees. At
Absolutely.
the holiday season. What goes on with all of those activities?
Sure. So any great garden should be kind of year-round. There's always something seasonally to appreciate, and we really wanted to enhance that through programming. So we do have Festival of Trees started last year. It was a huge success. You can participate. You can purchase a tree and then donate in a natural way. So it could be your business, could be a school group, could be just
Another nonprofit.
Another nonprofit. And the community comes from Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's on the weekends to enjoy this really cool trail of trees. We have carolers and bonfires and hot cocoa.
So wholesome. I love
Very
it.
fun. In the fall, we'll have all different types of activities as well. Like you said, the equinox, we have a gong bath meditation. We're also going to do an art in the gardens on the
Nice.
weekend. So lots to see. Check out our website. We're really trying to get this place to be recognized beyond just May.
Of course.
We can't sustain ourselves just on Mother's Day. So, come back frequently. We say visit often. There's always something to see here.
And if you're familiar with the giant star swing that the chamber had
Yes.
back in 2021, we introduced it in Wilcox Park, another beautiful arboretum type setting. We actually donated it to the Kinney Azalea Gardens last year as a little element to enhance what they have going on at the holiday season. We were thrilled to do that and to support
We
them.
can't thank you enough.
Oh,
That
we
was
love
such
seeing
a
the pictures
hit.
of families. It's like a surprise. You come around the
It was
corner and
so
there's this
cool.
gorgeous,
And,
simple star swing.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Such a great idea, and it does now have a home here, which
We love
we're
that.
honored.
We
And
love
it's
it.
a great. It was like a very good, like Instagrammable moment of
Yep.
everyone sitting. Everyone's like a little kid on this swing. It was so fun. A great addition to our
Yeah,
event.
it looked great.
Yeah.
So we're going to head on back this
Yeah,
direction, and maybe we can talk a little bit about how we got to the size that this garden
Yeah,
is now, because it
absolutely.
didn't start off this way. I mean, was it?
Sure.
I think it was 6 acres initially, but it's certainly grown over
Right.
the years.
So, you know, the Kinney family in the area, they owned a lot of property. They owned the Larkins Pond and the Fernwood Cemetery, things like that. But originally, this was 6 acres, and it was originally. So Lorenzo Kinney started it. He was the first professor of botany at URI, which is really significant.
Yeah.
And also they were sort of founding members, like they belonged to South County Art Association, really involved and continue to be locally. And then Lorenzo Kinney Jr. came here, and he built the house with his wife Elizabeth, and she came from down south. So he decided that they would start to plant all these azaleas that they fell in love with on their trips down to visit her family. So he started planting this amazing garden.
It's like a tribute to their love and their relationship. I love it. It's
Exactly.
like a great
And
love
so
story.
It's incredible. So he would have to propagate and hybridize these plants so that they would do well here in Rhode Island. So some of them you truly couldn't find anywhere. He created them himself.
Wow.
Then after him, Tony and Betty Fiala. Betty was Lorenzo Kinney Jr.'s daughter. She took over the property with Tony. And
After he passed at age 100.
Yes.
100.
They have longevity in their
we
in
like
their
that. Good
genes.
DNA.
Tony unfortunately passed last year at the age of 103, but it was Betty and Tony that
good
really they're really loved and appreciated locally, because can you imagine the generosity to open your yard just daily
Right.
to the public?
Sure.
So they were the ones who purchased additional land, because for them it was so important for this land to be preserved and not to be developed. So that's part of our mission today, just to literally be able to preserve this incredible
For
space.
generations to come.
Exactly. So carrying on, you know, Betty still comes here daily.
Aw,
She's like clockwork.
sweet.
Around 3:30 she gets her
Aw.
mail, and she wanders around the gardens, and she invites friends here. They're really
love
active
it.
in the community, and
That's
it's
so
just so
sweet.
special that they have a large family. They had 7 children, and they're all in the community, and you know, they just want to share this place
Yeah,
with
they
people.
treasure it for sure.
Yeah.
And for those watching at home, just a couple of notes. As you can see, the grounds are very level, so they are handicapped accessible if you have somebody that you would like to bring. There are porta-john facilities on
Absolutely.
site. Dogs are only permitted if they are service animals, so this is not a place to just, you know,
Unfortunately.
come with your pet
Yep.
to recreate. It's for service animals only. What else haven't I asked you, or what else is important that we should mention?
Well, you know, thank you for asking that. We just really want to invite you all here. We just really want you to try some of our new programs. We want you to see the things we've been working on. It really is just a special place, and we've been working on improving the gardens. We have a plant sale. You can
you sell.
purchase our plants. That helps keep us going.
Now, where on the property is that? Like,
Sure, over to the left, there's a little
little
a
retail
plant sale area, and we are starting our horticulturist John, he currently attends URI, and we're going to be doing some propagating as we did in the past to preserve some of these varieties of azalea and rhododendron.
Beautiful.
So we are getting that initiative going. In the meantime, we sell a number of incredible plants. A lot of them are local, native, sort of swamp azalea. Some of them are even in bloom now, which is
Swamp
pretty.
azalea.
Yeah, so it attracts.
I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah, it doesn't sound amazing, but they look almost like tropical flowers. So all down this road, where we had a fashion show just a few months ago,
Oh,
which was
how fun.
incredible. Yeah. it
Oh, the
was
nature
so
fashion
cool.
show. All the
Yeah.
outfits were made out of like twigs and leaves.
Yes.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
it was
'cause
so fun.
It made me think of our fashion trashion event that
Oh
we
my
do out of
gosh.
recycled materials.
Oh,
but
fun.
yours were natural. Yeah.
It was all made out of
they were gorgeous.
seed pods and
I
pine
loved
cones,
it.
and we had this
They had
incredible
crowns
runway.
and
It was so much fun,
So
and
clever.
we love doing sort of quirky things like that here. We have fairy days, we have fairy houses.
And you have a
kids-
make your own fairy garden thing coming up. I saw
Yeah,
it
exactly.
as a
Kids,
program.
this has become a fairy destination. You kind of feel like a little garden fairy when
Yep.
you're wandering through the trails. This particular area is wide open, but we have 3 bridges. We have a troll bridge, we have a woodland forest to discover, and then over on this side of the property, below the canopy of trees, we have we're labeling all the trees so that we can be an arboretum. But this canopy is sort of what keeps our azaleas so healthy. And that water flowing under the ground is what kind of helps, even in drought conditions, our garden, we're lucky that it is currently, very healthy
really well.
and doing really well.
Awesome.
So any of your support contributing to these concerts and programs, all of that goes right into preserving the grounds and keeping this place going.
You can make a donation. There's little donation QR codes throughout the park, the gardens, or online.
Yep, and we're looking for, again, volunteers. We're looking for sponsors for Festival of Trees. We just want you to come and rediscover this place. It's, under 5 years as a nonprofit, and it's a really exciting new chapter for us. So get on board because there's a lot happening.
All right, so if you're watching this, that means you're on Facebook. The first thing I'd like you to do is like them on Facebook so you can stay up to date on some of their interesting happenings. Kinney, Azaela Gardens, that's Kinney. And what is your website for people that would like to check you out there?
So it's just KinneyAzaleaGardens.com. We have a lot of information about the history, all the things we talked about, all of the events. You can do a lot of booking just automatically. So if you're a photographer and you want to come and do photos, you can book right online. If you want to do a small wedding ceremony, you can book right online. So
easy.
we try to make it so it's just very user-friendly, very accessible to all. Like I said, it's free and open daily, except for certain events. We do
or
charge.
during peak bloom
And during
season,
peak bloom.
where it's you have to
And
have a
that's
small
just
ticketed
again
price.
to keep this place
Yes,
going.
there's expenses. We met your gardener, your grounds
manager, and
person
we have a
earlier. You've got a lot
horticulturist.
going on.
We
here.
have student interns from URI, and we really, we really value education and the preservation here of these plants, and just kind of, it's a special place to, really very unique, not only to Rhode Island but to anywhere. A lot of gardens you go to, it's traditional, just like garden rooms. But here we have just acres and acres of these really unique trails.
You can walk for a long time and not even see another person.
I've never really
It's
seen anything quite
so
like
peaceful.
it. Yeah, it's pretty special.
Gotta love it. All right, well, we hope to be able to host a business after hours here at some point in the
Yes,
next year or
that would be
so.
amazing.
We're gonna try to coordinate schedules with one of our fellow chambers up this way, because you're a member of 2, so maybe that'll work out, and that will give members another good excuse to come up. But don't wait for that. Come check out Kinney Azalea Gardens for yourself.
Our
It's a wonderful
concert series
place.
starts next week.
And they're open 7
we have
days a
yoga
week.
on Thursday, and then we have Caterpillar Lab on Friday morning. So literally there's something for the rest of the summer. We have a lot going on here.
Open at 9 and they're open till 6 every single day.
Yeah.
So come check them
here.
out.
Yeah, even if you're just in the area and want to stretch your legs, you can do that easily. We have parking behind the White House, and then there is some street parking if that's full.
Sure.
And we have a map for you because, you can get lost.
Is there a number if you get lost?
Yeah,
call this
call
number.
if you're there
We send out the golf cart to come and rescue
We
you.
have signs, so they are labeled,
Good.
and we are
Helpful.
improving. We received a grant for additional signage and education and interpretation, so
Good.
that you can. And we're labeling all the plants so that you can understand what you're seeing.
Yeah, learn a little bit as
exactly.
you go. Teach your kids too.
And some of the azaleas are in bloom right now. There's bright orange and red and pink, really unique. Like I said, the native azaleas are in bloom right now.
Awesome.
And
So 4 seasons, lots of reasons to come check out the Kinney Azalea Gardens. It's been a pleasure to be here today with you, Julie.
Thank you so much
You're
for thinking
a wealth
of us.
of knowledge
Thank
and
you.
a joy to work with. This is incredible grounds. We hope a lot more people come out and check it out and appreciate it and show you the support that these gardens absolutely deserve.
Thank you. I feel the exact same way. We're thrilled that you thought of us. We want to just get the word out. We want people to feel connected to this place. It's pretty magical and it's worth saving.
Thank you. And thanks to Joy Cordio, who introduced us a couple years back at a networking event
She's
in
amazing.
Narragansett. If it wasn't for Joy at the South County Tourism Council, this great organization wouldn't even be on my radar screen.
They have been
that's
so
the importance of
generous to
networking,
us.
and just
Yeah.
one example of the amazing strength of our regional tourism agency that does so much for businesses all along the shoreline in Richmond, Hopkinton, and beyond. So hats off to you, South County Tourism.
Thank you so much.
All right, Julie, it was
All
great
right.
to be
Thank
here
you so
today.
much.
Thank
I
you,
really
and thanks for
appreciate it.
tuning in. We'll see you next
Hope
time
to see you soon.
on Business Over Breakfast.